It is back-to-back time again. This is my buddy Dave's 22.5 250 factory edition. It's got a Akrapovic slip-on, WP 6500 inserts done by Brad at RideWorx, rear shock. Actually, I think that one's stock. I don't know if it has a bladder. I can't remember. This bike feels amazing. We've been riding back-to-back. The chassis feels so good. And then it's going to go up against my Caleb Russell 350. This has been my fastest four-stroke on this little short woods loop. So this 250F... even though some people think this new chassis feels stiffer, this one for some reason does not. This actual bike feels really, really good. So let's do the woods. Also, this bike has a Vortex done by Jamie at Twisted. And the just massively takes away the engine braking, frees up the bike. Which makes the bike feel a lot lighter in motion. I mean, it's like it lost weight. And it's got more power. Now, we're just running pump gas right now. But it's still definitely got more low to mid. But and a little quicker rev. And so it's like a super silky smooth engine now. With that Vortex. And the WP 6500 spring forks, they just work. Brad has a good setting on them. Now this bike, compared to the 350 23, this thing feels way more agile in this tight stuff. And with the big reduction in engine braking, it just frees the bike up. It's a 250F, so it revs to like 14 grand. Of course, we'll never get that here in the woods. But 250Fs are so smooth. It's kind of like natural traction control. Oh, just flickable. Even when you rev it up and you back off the throttle, you're not getting any of that normal four-stroke engine braking. It really makes the bike feel a lot freer. $243.8. Okay. Now, let's see. Vortex. Good. Now, let's see what we can do on the Caleb Russell. Now, this one says a myKTM. And I've got the throttle response turned up. Engine braking turned down. This one also has full Pro component suspension. Well, right away you can feel that 350 inertia, still light, and definitely more. This suspension is just so good. This Pro component, combined with the kind of the more compliant old chassis, it's like a win-win. This thing is just fun. And that's even with my aggressive map. A lot of times if I'm doing woods, I'll just put what I call my 250F map. You can really dial it back with the myKTM app. soften the throttle response. Oh, this thing. It's no wonder it won so many championships. GNCC, Duro. This has been my favorite 4-stroke to date. So controllable. That 350 power, just dial it in. So responsive. Oh, yeah. 237.3. Man, I love Caleb Russell 350. This bike is sorted. This chassis, the new chassis does not obsolete this chassis. This thing works. Super light, quick steering, compliant, broke motor suspension. Anybody can feel how good it is. Akrapovic, myKTM app. The 6500 inserts, definitely better. Super good fork. Even the rear shock works decent on this bike, and it's all stock. This is the best of this chassis in the 4-stroke I felt, because I had the 350, 450. I also have this chassis on my 300XC, and the 300XC is super compliant. So it's fun to have choices. 250 Factory Edition Vortex, 2 big thumbs up. Caleb Russell, man, if you got one sorted, still a super, super good bike. Lots of championship wins. Beautiful day in Ohio.